You guys, I am sitting here on the computer working on my videos, editing, making sure my YouTube stays fresh and juicy with content. And I just have to stop and come give my reaction to what I just saw about Will Smith walking on stage and literally punching Chris Rock in the face over the comment he said about G.I. Jane, about his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. And I'm like torn in the middle. This feels like two of my favorite uncles getting into a fist fight at Thanksgiving, and I am gagged, I am gooped, I am sad, I'm emotional over it. I don't want this to happen. I don't want Will to be blacklisted or not be able to make movies or not do things because he wants to get on stage and fight people. And I feel like there's justice behind it. Like, you do not talk about somebody's wife, but I understand that Chris Rock is a comedian and Will Smith is also a comedian, so you would think there'd be like that common ground where he would be okay with it. But what I'm thinking is there may be things going on, underlying medical conditions as to why Jada is having a short haircut or going bald or whatever the case may be. There might be something medical underlying that, and that might have sparked something within Will to get up there and defend his wife, which any man would do, any person would do for the person that they love that's being talked about on national television. So I feel I'm so torn because at the same time, Chris Rock is a comedian. They've both been comedians in my life for so long, and I respect and love them both so much, and I enjoy so much of both of them, of the work that they have created over the years. But is this a personality thing? Is this like a dig? Is this something that he meant to say that would piss him off? I find that hard to believe. I feel like before this moment, they probably had a lot of respect for each other, and now it has just gone down the toilet because maybe Chris Rock wasn't up to date on all the things that Will and Jada are going through, and especially Jada, if she's going through things medically, and that's the reason why she's losing her hair, and maybe only Will and Jada are aware of the things that Jada's going through. It might not be something that's public yet, which makes it even more of an awkward situation for Chris Rock to bring it up on national television. And although it wasn't that bad of a joke, it still put a light on her. And it's an interesting situation because I watched the non-censored version as well as the censored version, and in the censored version, Jada's next to him and he's laughing at the original site of the joke when he originally hears the joke. But then a couple moments later, Jada's gone and he goes on stage and hits him. So it makes me think that Jada said something or gave a look even after Will laughed. And that's when Will said, oh, if it upset her, then I'm going to go have my wife's back and I'm going to go knock him out. And yo, I just can't believe it. I really am torn. Like, I've never seen anything like this in my life. And it's just crazy. And it just really goes to show you how much celebrities are real people too. They have real feelings. They get upset. They cry. They fight. They're angry. You know, so many times they get edited, or they're actors, and a lot of their real personalities and the things that they would really do in real life to defend the people they love is not shown. So it's very interesting for his real self to come out and us just get to see a little bit of Will Smith defending his woman. That's all I see it as. If Chris Rock said a joke and it landed wrong, and if I'm right about the whole medical situation and them being tied together, then he had every right to go up there and knock him out. Not that I condone violence, because I really don't condone violence. And it always makes me very sad and nervous to see people fight. And I feel like there are so many things we can do before we get to that point. But I also understand the frustration that maybe he was going through, or maybe the frustration that they're going through as a couple, going through this new medical situation. What if this is something she was newly diagnosed with? What if this is something that he has been helping her with for years? We don't know anything about it. And they are entitled to their own private life. So it's not something that we should pry in. But I think that's what took everyone by surprise, is we're so used to seeing Will Smith be like, you know, our fun comedian uncle. You know, same thing with Chris Rock. We were not expecting this moment at all. And I do have to say, I think Chris Rock recovered well as someone who's on the mic and supposed to be hosting the show and keeping things going. He could have easily had dropped that mic and we could have seen a whole brawl on national television. But instead, we kind of got a moment where Chris had to kind of like wrap his head around what happened himself. And then he got right back to what he's supposed to do, which as a professional, that's what you should always do, especially on a stage and a platform this big. It blows my mind. But at the same time, like I said, Will Smith had every right to go up there and do that. He had every right to defend his wife. I just think it was like a wrong place, wrong setting type of thing. And then, you know, it also comes down to the level of embarrassment. Like, yeah, he could have went backstage and knocked him out. He could have maybe knocked him out later in the alleyway after the after party. But I think the fact that he did it on stage with the cameras running in front of the public meant something to him, because that is where the joke was dread. You understand? That's where he got attacked. Him and his wife felt attacked by that joke for whatever reason, and everyone heard it. Everyone was in on it with them. So his revenge of the punch, of course, would be in front of everyone. Why hide that? Why do that later? Why save it for another day? This was in the moment. This was something that upset him in the moment, and he wanted revenge for it in that moment. And I'm just so torn. Like I said, it feels like two uncles fighting. So please let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. What was your reaction to this? How are you feeling? If you have any other juicy information about why they got into this fight or anything else that he said, I didn't see the whole show, so I don't even know if there's like a juicy, long, more jokes, or if it was like a bigger read or a bigger dig, or if it was just that. Was it just the G.I. Jane joke and then it led to this? Was there underlying factors? Were there other jokes? And do you guys know if Jada does have a medical condition that would make her lose her hair or something? What are the other details to this fight? It's very upsetting. But I would love to know what you guys think. So let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to slap that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I only post videos when I feel cute or when things like this happen, and I have to come on here and tell you how I feel. That is why the channel is here, for me to be able to vent and release my feelings when things happen in my life, and I have no one to call, no one to text. You guys are the ones getting the 411. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.